Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for, this is your bonus reading for Valentine's Day. This is actually going to be a timeless love reading. We're going to kick it off with this main spread here. We're going to take a look at your person's current energies and feelings towards you. And then we are going to clarify at the end. We're actually going to use, we're going to do a spread on top of it. And we're going to look and see if there's any new love available to you as well, or what new love is available to you, I should say. But and this first spread here is going to be based off of the person that you have on your mind. So let's see here. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising, Capricorn, to get a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. And Capricorn, let's see here. For some of you, I feel that even if you're watching this, I feel like some of you are more focused on work, is what I would say here with this spread. So you might not even be focused on love here, Capricorn. You have this clearing the excess card. It says you are entering into a transition phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it is in your physical body or physical space. So you have the Ten of Wands here. It's kind of like you're getting rid of the excess here, Capricorn. Anything that no longer serves you, I feel like you're removing it from your life. I would say that for some of you, it's like you could have chosen to get rid of a person here because maybe they were just too much of a burden, basically. You have the Ten of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Cups here. Again, we're looking at how your person that you're thinking about feels about you. And I feel like a very flighty energy here is what I would say to you. Ten of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. Like, I feel like this person is a little bit erratic. So I feel for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, I feel like you are, or you have dealt with a person who is a little bit erratic. Like I said, I feel like this person is kind of like in and out. I feel like they look at you as a burden, but they also still love you with this Ace of Cups. Very kind of, like a range of emotions is what I'm getting here off of this person. At the same time, if you're dealing with a person from the past, I feel like if you were to offer them love, I feel like they would come rushing right back in. And I'm not saying you should, by the way, here, Capricorn. I'm just saying if you did, I feel like they would rush right back in. The Knight of Swords is pointing towards the past here. He's going this way. So I feel if you were to make the offer, this person would just rush right back into your life. No questions asked. I literally feel like no questions asked. But I do, I do have to warn you. I feel like that in some ways, this person goes from, hating you to loving you. I feel like hate is a very strong word, but I feel like they kind of go from, it's like they have this range of emotions towards you. It's like all over the place, I feel, with that Ten of Wands energy. It kind of feels a little crazy to me here, Capricorn, I'm not going to lie. You have this chop wood card. I feel like they see you working. Basically, I feel that they see that your wishes or dreams are coming true. Nine of Pentacles, the Star, and the Four of Swords. Are you kidding me, Capricorn? I feel like this person is watching you get your blessings. Even if things in your life are not perfect yet, in a lot of ways, I feel like this person could be telling themselves stories, even if it's not true. But in a lot of ways, I feel like they see you kind of receiving blessings in your life or manifesting certain wishes in your life as well. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Star, and the Four of Swords. I do feel for some of you, you could be dealing with a person who is like very intuitive. It could be a Scorpio, could be any sign. You have Scorpio, Aquarius, water, air, it could be any sign here that you're thinking, this person that you're thinking about. But I feel like this person is kind of like intuitive. I feel that they see you making waves, even if you haven't yet. I feel that they see that the things that you're doing are going to, impact your life significantly. So, there's been a lot of this like glow up energy, as I call it, in the astrology. And, so I feel like a lot of people are stepping into this like Empress energy. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is like the pre-Empress card. This is the minor arcana version of the Empress. So I do feel that your person kind of is seeing you making moves here, Capricorn. I feel like they see you making waves as well with this Star card. And I also feel like they see you as like about to receive your blessings. In this stained glass window here on the Four of Swords, this person is receiving blessings, and I feel that your person, whoever you're thinking about, I feel like they see you as, about to receive your blessings, basically. I am getting kind of like a weird message here as well, where I feel that this person is kind of like trying to deliver messages in your dreams, or you are having dreams about this person. You both could be dreaming about each other, I feel here. I would just say that, you know, there is a snail on the Nine of Pentacles down here. And sometimes, like, the snail shell is a cycle. But I feel for some of you, this is kind of saying, like, be careful of repeating a cycle, especially if you don't want to repeat a cycle with this person. If you do want this person back, you have the Ant card. This card says time to collaborate. I feel like you two just need to get on the same team. So again, if you are thinking of a person who you want back, the Ant card is saying like two things to me. Number one, it's going to be very important that you co-create, that you work together. And number two, I feel like that's how you could get this person back. Like if you're wondering, how do I get my person back? I would just say that, you know, approach them and say, hey, let's work together. Like come up with a plan. And I feel like if you do that, then this person would come back. For some of you, I feel like, you know, your person could be doing this. They could be approaching you and they could be saying, hey, I want you back. Let's work together. I would say, if you want this person back, by all means, I feel like they'd be willing to put in the work. You have the Death card, Six of Swords, and Two of Pentacles. I still feel like you're trying to make a decision here, Capricorn. It's like some of you, I feel, are in this position where maybe you're ready to move on. With that Six of Swords, you're kind of like ready. I feel like you're at that place where it's like you're kind of ready to move on. You're kind of ready to go to the calmer shores. But at the same time, I do feel for some of you, this person is exciting. So some of you, if you're dealing with an exciting person, they could have been exciting in the bedroom. They could have just been an exciting person in general. But I do feel like this excitement about this person. And I feel like you're kind of on the edge here with this Two of Pentacles. It's like you're kind of saying to yourself, do I let this person into my life, or, you know, do I choose to fully move forward? Do I choose to have this transformation? For some of you, you know, this person here is like begging this Death Rider not to kill him. So I feel for some of you, this could be a person coming back and like begging for you not to leave. But he knows that the sun is coming up here. It's like, and the sun is coming up between the two pillars that are on the moon here, Capricorn. And I think I said it to another sign as well. It's like a very similar message. It's like he knows that he's been through the worst. The moon can represent fears and illusions. And it's like that Death Rider there, he has gone through that. He has gone through the moon card. And it's like now this person could, you know, someone could be begging you to come back here, Capricorn. But at the same time, you could be saying to yourself, you know, do I really want to go through that again? Or are you going to move on towards something new with the sun coming up here? Let's find out, Capricorn. So thank you for being here, Capricorn. Really appreciate it. Feel free to drop a like on this video. Really appreciate all the support. But Capricorn, we are going to, again, for some of you, I feel like you're trying to decide here whether to move on to new love or not. I feel like this person is a little bit slow as well. So, you know, in a lot of ways, I feel, just so you know what their feelings are, I feel like this could be a person who's thinking a lot, but it's like they're not taking any action. And by the time they do take action, it might be too late. So let's see what new love is coming in. You have the Star card, focused on your own healing at this time. Six of Swords, moving on, you know, to calmer shores. And the Queen of Cups, changing direction of love. I feel like you could be probably very focused on new love. I feel like it's weird because I feel that whoever you're thinking about, I feel like there's a lot of love there, you know, but it's almost like this person is preventing it or blocking it or just not allowing it. It's like they're almost allowing something to prevent their true happiness. And it's like, I feel there's some people just do that, right? They just can't be happy. And I feel there's nothing you can do about that, Capricorn. So again, you have repeating cards here. The Star really says you're probably healing from a past love situation. Six of Swords, moving on. Queen of Cups, I feel like you're taking care of yourself, but you're probably also moving towards something new. Yeah, Page of Wands, could be a fire sign coming in for you here, Capricorn. Justice, I feel like you're providing your own justice here, Capricorn. Knight of Cups, yeah. I feel like you're moving towards the knight in shining armor. It's like you're moving towards true new love that's coming into your life here. It could be a water sign or a fire sign, I feel. It could be like a water with fire, fire with water, something like that coming in for you here. I feel that for some of you, I am getting like a weird message that for some of you, I feel like you discovered a truth about this past person, and I don't think they know that you discovered the truth about something. So for those of you who have discovered something, like a truth, I feel like you are probably moving on towards new love here. The Justice card is really about balance and getting into a relationship where there's equal give and take. So that's probably going to be your focus from here on out, is getting into relationships where there's an equal give and take. Your outcome here is you have the Nine of Swords here, the Ten of Wands here, and the Hermit. For some of you, I feel that you're still experiencing burdens from this person. You know, I'm kind of like a little bit surprised that the Devil didn't show up in this reading. I'm actually going to pull you an extra row here in a second, but I do feel for some of you, you're dealing with a person where, like, I feel like you truly love them, Ace of Cups, and I feel like they loved you as well. But I feel like you could be having these nightmares. Remember what I was just saying? Like, I feel like there's something about dreams going on here, or it's like you're having dreams about them, and they're like trying to communicate with you in dreams. I don't think they're like actively doing this. I feel like this is more spiritual. It's like that you're trying to heal, you know, your spirits, whatever you want to call it. You're trying to heal each other in spirit or move on. But I do feel there's like a burden here. For some of you, I feel like that Hermit is saying you're about to step out of this energy. So even though we're looking into new love, and this is a timeless reading, it's for you whenever you watch it. I'm going to do more of these timeless readings, so you know there will be new details coming up in the future about your love life, I'm sure. But for some of you, you might be not choosing love. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, I kind of intuitively felt that you might not be choosing to get into a love situation. You might be choosing yourself, the Star. You know, you have the Star twice with the Nine of Pentacles. That is kind of like you choosing to glow up, you choosing yourself, you choosing to heal yourself, you choosing to really stand out on your own. It's like you had a Tower moment. You know, it goes Tower, Star in the tarot. So I feel like the Star twice is basically saying you have recently experienced a Tower moment in love, and I feel maybe you're just taking time to heal. I do feel like there's a ton of attention for you. I feel like this Knight of Cups could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you. Could be a water sign. Virgo also stands out to me here as well. But I feel like we're missing something. So let's see what is missing from... these cards do not want to cooperate here, Capricorn. What is missing from Capricorn's love life? What is the missing message? What don't we see here for Capricorn in their love life? Eight of Cups, again, you're probably just healing, walking away from this situation. Seven of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Wands. You know, I'm getting this weird message that, you know, in a lot of ways, I feel that you're having, this is what's missing, Capricorn. I feel like you're having a realization. I feel like the realization you're having with this last row is that you like to be needed, you know, in a lot of ways. And there's nothing wrong. I totally understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I almost feel like this person here, it's coming in clearly now. I'm glad I clarified that. You know, I feel like this person almost created a space for you in their life. It's like, they created a role for you, is the word that's popping into my head. The Star, twice, fame, fortune, right? But it's popping into my head as a role. It's almost like this person created a role. I feel like you're like, Seven of Pentacles, you're like looking for the work to do. So it's almost like the space this person in the past created, it's like you're looking to fill that role, I feel, with the Seven of Pentacles, if that makes sense. I feel like that you're like learning. I don't feel like you need to do anything. Number one, Capricorn, we don't need to do anything. Let's get that straight, right? We create our own reality, and tarot can't tell you what to do, right? But I feel like this is saying that you are learning to set healthy boundaries now. Maybe that's what you're realizing. Maybe you're realizing that you always fill a role, or that people always carve out these roles for you. But I do feel like this past person did a number on you here, Capricorn. Yeah, I feel like you have this give with grace and gratitude card. I feel like this is saying that there's abundance coming in for you, really, in love. But like probably in the future, I feel like you're like healing from whatever this chaos is. But I feel the realization that you're having is that you were almost just like a prop to this person. They used you for certain things. And that, you know, that's kind of like what you're walking away from with that Eight of Cups. I feel like you're walking towards a lot of options. You have the Seven of Cups here. You have the Eight of Wands, quick success coming in for you. And the Ten of Swords, like I said, difficult to walk away from this. I feel like you need to realize, you know, really, I feel like this reading doesn't answer the questions. that I asked at the beginning. I feel like this reading is more saying that you need to go for something where the person is giving to you. This like more of a co-creative type of thing. Maybe that's a lesson that you have learned here. Again, it's funny, this is why I don't really do spreads, because I read intuitively, and this is why I don't normally, I don't like to lock in my readings to a certain thing, because to me, like, the universe kind of guides the reading. In the universe, I channel my messages, and it's whatever the universe wants, right? And so the whole point of this reading was to look at your current person's feelings and then see if there's any new love. But I feel like this whole reading is really just saying that overall you are realizing that you don't need to fill someone's space. You're enough. You are enough on your own, right? And I feel like you need to be with a person who is whole, with this ant spirit, someone who can pull their own weight. Ants can lift many times their body weight, right? So I feel like you need to realize that you don't need like a broken person. And again, I'm not saying there's something wrong with this person from the past. I'm not saying they're broken, but I feel like you need to realize that it's like, by constantly working too hard and giving too much, it's almost like people are kind of maybe unconsciously taking advantage of that. They're taking advantage of your hard work. I feel like it's hard because it's like, you're a Capricorn. You probably like to work hard, right? So it's like you like to work on the relationships. You like a project or whatever. But I feel like you're learning to be careful of that. Very powerful, positive change. I would say this is amazing for love in general, because it's like you're making this change in the future so it doesn't happen again. And you're probably getting into a very healthy relationship in the future. And I love that. So thank you for watching, Capricorn. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. And also feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate all the support. But thank you, Capricorn, and definitely enjoy the rest of your month.